Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Where have I been? You guys need to follow my Instagram page, Nurse Diaries UK, because on that page it explains exactly where I've been. I can't believe I'm in my final year. It's been so hectic, so busy, so stressful, hence why I wasn't recording for a while. But now that I finally have time to actually, set myself goals of what I want to do, I thought one of the goals is definitely to record and make use of my time wisely. So currently I'm actually on placement. So my placement's on a stroke ward. It's something that I didn't know how to feel when I got allocated this placement, only because I don't have much knowledge on stroke. Like, I obviously know the basics, but I didn't know like what nurses do when it comes to stroke patients. And so far I'm in my third week of this placement and I'm actually really enjoying it. Like, everyone's really nice and you actually can learn a lot. I'm not gonna spoil this for you guys. I'm just going to tell you guys, like, give you guys a little intro of how it's going so far, and then I'm gonna have another video explain to you guys what we do on a stroke ward and how it's been, what I like, what I didn't like. Yeah, because a couple of you have reached out to me telling me that you guys have stroke placements coming up soon, so it would be nice for you guys to see my initial reaction and how I feel about it when I finish my placement. I'm also going to be on a night shift. I might actually end up putting this video as a all-in-one video. So right now it's my third week and I might do a video of me going on my night shift and add it to this, and then I might do a video of my final week and add it to this video, so it could all merge into one video, so you guys can see my reactions from currently being my third week to my final week of placement. So far I'm enjoying it. You do learn a lot and it is a heavy ward as well. Things that I've done so far: ECGs, peg feeding. I've watched the insertion of an NG tube. I haven't actually done one myself yet. Same with catheterization on this ward anyways. I haven't done one on this ward. But it's with stroke patients, it's more like you actually learn so much because every patient is different. Everyone reacts to stroke differently. Even male and female react so differently. It's really interesting to see. And also to even sit down and speak to patients and actually have them explain to you exactly what happened to them is really interesting. And even to working with a patient and then actually attending an MDT meeting and actually understanding what's the plan for the patient, what the occupational therapist, what the physiotherapist, speech and language therapist, doctors actually think of that patient in comparison to what you actually see of that patient is also really interesting as well. So yeah, as a student you can actually learn quite a lot from that, from like being on a stroke ward. Yeah, so far so good. The only thing I'd say is, as usual, it's a struggle being a student nurse because you always have things to do, so like assignments and dissertations to do as well, so that's all long, but I'm managing. But yeah, for now, week 3, that's all I've got to say. I'm gonna take you guys on my night shift, which is next week, and we'll see how that goes. That's gonna be like my second night shift because first night shift that I did record and it's up on YouTube if you guys want to watch it. That's when I was on a rehab ward. But now that I'm on a stroke ward, I thought, why not take you guys with me on my night shift as well, which will be next week. And one thing I can say is my last placement was rehabilitation and now I'm on a stroke ward. One thing that I did notice is that a lot of stroke patients actually get stepped down to rehabilitation, so it's also really interesting to know that, to see how these patients are and know that they're going to go to somewhere that I've previously worked at. It's quite interesting just to see why they would put someone on to rehab and also knowing knowing the work that we do on rehab as well. So it's like putting your knowledge from one placement to another placement and just merging it together. And you'll find that not only on this placement, but maybe you who's watching this right now, you probably can relate to a time when two of your previous placements may have merged into one. So yeah, it's really interesting to have like knowledge from different placements, and you can just use it for the placement you're currently on as well. But yeah, that's all from me from week 3. I'm gonna see you guys next week for my night shift. Okay, so I'm with Portia and we're going on a night shift together.
How do you feel, MC?
Do you know what? Yeah, with me, when it comes to nights, I haven't done many, so I don't know how I am. I know the last night shift I done, I was really tired, like it really hit me. I think the second day is when it hit me. The first day I was fine. So I wonder how this is gonna go this week.
Yeah, this is my first night shift in like a hospital, so like.
Is it?
Yeah.
No,
because I've done my nights in the nursing home, so it's different settings. So because obviously that's a nursing home is more chilled, but I feel like I don't know. So I don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So.
Anyways, guys, we're gonna cut this short. We'll talk to you guys on the road. Are we there?
No, not late. We're just on time.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna stop talking because I have to get ready. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.
So it's my last shift, and my last shift I'm doing a night shift. So I'm currently waiting for the bus, and I have such a headache because nights, I don't know why, but it really does affect my body. Like I always end up having really bad migraines, but I'm just gonna stay strong. And last shift, so stay strong, make sure all my stuff are signed, and yeah, that's it really. And I'm gonna try and film everything that I do, well, as much as I can, because my last one I didn't film as much, but yeah. So I hope you liked the video so far. So now it's the time where I literally explain to you guys everything that you saw in the clip, and I explained to you guys exactly what it is that I was doing. So as I said before, I was going to explain to you guys how it was like to be on a stroke ward placement, and now I have finally finished my placement. It was a 6-week placement. Yeah, it was a 6 weeks placement, and I'm finally done. I have another placement literally in January, which is when I will be on a gynecology ward. I'm looking really forward for that placement because, as you guys know, that's something I'm actually interested in, so I can't wait for that to happen. But anyways, let's focus on this video right now. So being on a stroke ward allowed me to learn a lot. There was a lot going on, many different things going on, so it was quite interesting as a student because I did see many things and I was always busy and on my feet. So yeah, if you want somewhere where you can learn, definitely if you have a placement on a stroke ward, you're going to learn a lot. What was I doing? One of the things that I liked was that not all, but some of the nurses were really nice, and they literally allowed me to take charge because I'm a 3rd year student now, and so they actually like believed in me and had confidence in me and let me be the nurse, and they were literally supervising and assisting me, but that was it, which was really good because it allowed me to learn a lot as well and do things more independently, which was good. Yeah, in the video there's a time where I was working in the clinic, so you guys would see in the video there was like a little room with like a chair, and I put TIA clinic in the subtitle. So for those who don't know what that is, basically people who may have strokes or have multiple occasions of what may be suspected as a stroke but not confirmed as a stroke, if that makes sense. So when that occurs, they usually go to something called a TIA clinic, where they get their diagnosis, and some people it may be like a mini stroke. And what does that mean? That basically means that the person may have had a stroke, but it hasn't really like affected them seriously, like how we all know strokes can affect people. So it's a mini stroke because they have like many symptoms and it goes, or they don't have symptoms at all. But yeah, so working in the TIA clinic is really interesting because I never knew about mini strokes or anything like that, so it definitely did help with my knowledge as well. Yeah, and I was lucky because when I was working on a stroke placement, I had someone who came and explained to us exactly what stroke is and the different types of strokes that people may have. So as I said, it was really a big learning curve for me and really did help me as well, and allowed me to even take time out to do more research on my anatomy and physiology of the brain to actually have a better understanding of everything. And you get to see different things, and you get to do stuff like peg feeding, and that's something that you won't see like at every placement. So it's always good to make the most of each placement, and I think I did make the most of this placement as much as I could. Yeah, like I feel like I've just summarized what I was presenting in that video. So if you guys have any questions for me, please just comment in the description box or message me on Instagram. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Yeah, and hopefully, actually you guys decide in the description box below, do you guys want my next video to be about me on my next placement, which is a gynecology placement, or would you guys like to see a video of different hairstyles that you can do to placements? Pick one of the two that you would like to see first, and I'll post that next. Okay, so I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you subscribe and tell your friends, family, colleagues, you name it, literally. Bye guys, and see you in the next one.